I joined the army in 1990 at the age of 16. I joined the Devonshire and Dorset Regiment in 1990. I done tours in Northern Ireland in Belfast in 93, Bosnia in 95. I then decided to transfer to the Royal Engineers. I then did tours with them in the 97 in Bosnia, then Kosovo in 99, and then Iraq 2003. Iraq again 2006, and then my final tour was Afghan 2012. When you get home from tour, I can remember sort of having sort of, it was like muscle memory, having to sort of constantly on watch, having to look at your back. I even noticed that I was starting to walk backwards a lot down streets, just like it was like muscle memory and constantly being on alert. I'd say when I left the army, I at the time I felt quite settled. It's not until I realised sort of alcohol was taking sort of control of me. I started becoming sort of alcohol dependent. My mood swings, I used to get angry on the stupidest things, and I realised something was not right. This led to me sort of in a bad place, and then that's when I had to seek sort of combat stress. And then I saw the psychiatrist there who said, look, you've got PTSD. Yeah, it was a bit of relief. Then you can sort of realise that it's not you. You're not mad, and it is a condition which is treatable. It's never going to go away, but I know how to manage it now with the tools which have been provided by combat stress. Certain things, obviously I've started to realise that certain triggers can set me off. I just got to be mindful of my environment, being in crowded places such as pubs and so on. I tend to go to a quiet pub, to a village hall, where I can avoid trouble and confrontation. So other things which can affect me is fireworks, especially leading up to November and around Christmas time. That could be a big trigger itself, and it's just being mindful of them. Not to put yourself into those situations where they can cause triggers and cause issues. For me, certain smells will set it off. Smell of oil, hot conditions sometimes can cause the issue where I think I'm back in certain locations. Certain sounds, bangs can obviously startle me and make me on edge. Fireworks is a big one. Fireworks can really, I just get emotional when I hear them and just start to cry for no apparent reason at all. I work in the control room, working there with sort of large computer screens where we sort of manage the workload and work list for various containers. That brings its own challenges due to the noise level, the stress levels, and it is a stressful job. It's all to do with making sure that we move the containers as quick as possible and efficiently. In 2016, I went to combat straight for my first sort of session, which was an initial 2-week session. They obviously got the correct diagnosis, and then obviously putting tools in place which would help me carry on as normal as possible without PTSD overtaking me and becoming a bigger issue. Like I said, it's always going to be there, but with combat stress support have helped giving me the tools to sort of keep my life in control, basically. It would have been potentially that I would have gone down the road of probably alcohol, taking big control of my life, and it would have just spiraled out of control. And I have probably no doubt I probably wouldn't be here today to speak to you. If it wasn't for combat stress, I reckon I probably wouldn't be here.